We here? Yes, we are here, and we are live this Sunday. The 3-1 Minnesota Vikings will be taking on the 2-2 Chicago Bears. And the Vikings are looking to make it 3-0 in the division, and the Bears trying to even things up and overtake the Vikings. Will they do it? But we're gonna have to find out on Sunday. And joining me to preview this game is Zach. Hello, Zach.
Hello.
How are we doing?
Doing good.
Doing good?
Mm-hmm.
Good. Okay. So, the Bears. Oh,
Yes.
I don't know what to say about the Bears right now. They are.
We have 2 wins.
They're 2-2. They're better than everyone expected.
No, I expected to have 2 wins at this point, but not against the 2 teams that.
At this point. Okay. Yeah, I guess so.
But not against the 2 teams that, or one of the teams that we did get a win against.
Right. Exactly. Because before the season, we didn't know the Giants were going to be better than expected. Let's just say that they haven't been great.
Yeah.
But oh yes, can both teams lose here?
I'm sure.
Yes. Can both teams lose? They can tie.
If we tie
yesterday, I do expect this game to be better than the Colts and Broncos, but
because it's not prime time.
It's not prime time, and it's Kirk Cousins' favorite time, a noon game. So you never know. So to get right into it, in terms of I did tweet about this, and I know you replied to it. Where is it?
The injury report for Jalen Johnson.
The injury report.
Only 2 people are doubtful for the game, and
2 people are doubtful, and it looking like. Where's my?
Well, it's one of our backup safeties, and then Jalen Johnson.
Yeah, one of your backup safeties and Jalen Johnson. Yeah, so you have questionable David Montgomery, which is going to be a very huge.
He probably will play. Flu said that he probably will play today. Play them on the weekend.
Yeah. We'll get to that question in a bit, Jerwa. But David Montgomery is questionable while the Jalen Johnson, who was a fantastic cornerback for you guys, is doubtful.
He's considered game time.
He's considered game time. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what I said, Foster. But I'm not counting out.
Flu said considered game time.
Yeah. So it's not. So because it's a division game, I think there's going to be more of an emphasis to get these players. I mean, hopefully to play. I would assume.
There's only 3 that are even that has a question of playing. The rest of them are healthy and ready to go. Right.
So we'll see what happens in terms of there. The Vikings, Ben Elfson, one of our tight ends, is out, but he's not our starting tight end, even though not really any of our tight ends have been really good. Smith has been okay, had that one huge drop in Philly, but he's still our tight end number 1. The other questionable people are Andrew Booth Jr. and Jalen Nailor. Jalen Nailor down on that wide receiver, down on that wide receiver chart. We already have our 3 in Thielen, Osborne, and of course number 1. Jefferson. So
yeah.
And then Booth Jr. Only played week 1 against Green Bay. So maybe he'll make a return this week.
I doubt, since he's only played week 1, I doubt he plays the full game. He'll probably rotate.
I doubt he plays the full game too. But division game. Yes, I understand it's against the Bears, and there is against the Bears and their passing attack, if that exists. I don't know.
I mean,
Because
the problem with the passing attack stems from the offensive line. And we're actually changing the offensive line up a bit this week because Whitehair is hurt and is on IR.
So we see this going around.
Yeah.
Justin Fields' completions being less than Cooper Kupp's receptions.
Yeah.
So
I also have to say on Fields' 22 dropbacks last week, he was pressured 14 times.
Yeah.
And the times he wasn't pressured, he completed the pass.
Right. Oh my. Oh, sure. Oh, he's quite. He will show up because it seems like he hasn't done that the last 3 weeks.
He showed up week 1. He
showed up week 1. He's saying the last 3 weeks. Last 3 weeks.
He showed up against the Giants. It's just like everyone wants to the route to Mooney that everyone thought he underthrew. Mooney actually ran the wrong route. He boated out when it was just supposed to be a 90-degree kind of turn and out.
Right. Yeah.
So he hasn't had help from his receivers.
He hasn't had help from his receivers. I can see that, Darnell Mooney being your, number 1. He's a good wide receiver. It's just most people in most teams he might be considered a number 2.
We did go deep though once. We did go deep once against the Giants for 56 yards to Mooney, so we still have the speed there.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, totally. And oh, come on. Why isn't this working? Oh. Sorry. And your offense has so your offense, if this wants to load.
Honestly, getting Monty back will help pass protection.
Has been
well, because he's the third best running
pass protection.
He has one of the best.
Definitely very helpful.
Because Monty is one of the best pass blocking running backs in the entire league too. And Herbert is one of the worst.
Yeah. And Montgomery Montgomery, he is a big part of your offense. Well, some may say your entire offense. So, how much involvement do you think David Montgomery?
Depends on the ankle.
Depends on the ankle. So we're gonna see a little bit, or so we're gonna see Montgomery and some Herberts.
Well, that was the plan at the beginning of the season to rotate Monty and Herbert around. That way, one back doesn't get used too much.
Yeah. And in the running game, that might be your strength in this game, especially because we have, like they say, not a good run defense.
What's a run defense? Because we don't have that either.
I'm really scared about. So, yeah, you don't have a good run defense either. But this is the offense.
That's offense.
You're 31st in offense, but rushing. Yeah,
but 31st in total offense. Rushing yards were like 3rd or 4th.
Rushing yards, you're number 3 here in rushing yards. So you can definitely see, that how, and then worst in passing yards. Not even 100 passing yards a game.
Yeah.
So 97.5 yards a game. So basically, what I'm looking at from the Bears is, would you say their offense is like Mike Zimmer and how run pass?
Well, the problem is there are also quite a bit of pass plays that they call, but Fields just has to bail out of the pocket and run it because there could be someone open down the field. He just doesn't have the time
Right.
because our center got beat in like a second and is on his butt sitting 5 yards away.
Yeah. 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 And with the pass rush of the Vikings, so now we're getting to the defensive side of the ball. Has the defense overall, the pass rush has been, I don't know, it's how many yards are we allowing? Because in total defense, we're close to the bottom. You're a little bit more higher up.
We're like
but
middle.
we're allowing, let me see, so 263 in the air, and so one of the, you could say, lower end, you could say, down here, bottom 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, bottom set, so that'll make it 25th in passing defense. So, and that's the passing defense. I don't know about the pass rush, but
in passing defense, even without Johnson, you still have to be careful because of Eddie Jackson. He's back to his norm. He's back to what he was in 2017, 2018. He has 3 picks in 4 games, and he's been targeted 40, I believe, almost 40 times already, and only allowed 1 catch for 9 yards.
And that shows right here. You guys are 4th in passing defense, which is very good. Especially
just don't target Kendall Vildor. He can't cover shit for anything.
Right. And so, but you have to cover 3 wide receivers, of course, 1 very superstar, 2 other very good wide receivers.
Yeah, I feel like if Eddie Jackson could help Vildor out, Kyler Gordon could probably work one-on-one with Thielen, because if he's not in the slot, because Gordon has been good, the rookie has been good on the outside, but when he gets moved in the slot, he struggles.
Yeah, and maybe worry about Osborne as well, as I know the Lions did on that last drive. So against us,
I don't even know who our 3rd cornerback is right now.
Exactly. And your running defense is dead last.
Yeah, our rush defense is pathetic.
It is pathetic. I mean, Minnesota, I say our rush defense is bad, but you guys put us to shame. Of course, just played Saquon Barkley. So
the problem isn't like the linebackers; it's the defensive line, and more specifically the defensive tackles. Because you watch the game, both defensive tackles just get blown off the ball every single time.
Yeah. So Dalvin Cook, who was not on the injury report this week, he's back in full. So probably going to have a heavy workload for him. So if we're going to attack that Bears rushing defense, so
Roquan can make a lot of plays.
Roquan can make some plays. I agree with that.
I'm saying we gotta hope Roquan can make some plays and stuff some runs. Because that defensive line is.
Your defense is still the thing. It's not like 2018 anymore, but it is still a solid defense, I would say. Would you agree with that? Or
yes, it's interesting. Last year, it's like, oh, we just need to upgrade our secondary. Oh crap, our front 4 is bad.
Yeah, and we
traded away Khalil Mack.
Yeah, you trade away Khalil Mack, so that's a big oof.
We let Hicks go in free agency, but then again, he was 30. He is 32, so I get why they did that.
Yeah. And
Eddie Goldman we cut, but that ended up being good because he signed with the Falcons and then immediately retired.
Seems like it's been a very interesting off season, to say the least, for the Bears. And talking about that off season, you hired Ryan Poles, who many Viking fans, including myself at the time, we wanted Poles. And then we'll start one at a time. So Ryan Poles, what have you thought of him so far as general manager, whether it's through the draft, free agency,
so far,
for
what I could tell, 2 of his draft picks have already been panning out. Braxton Jones, our left tackle, he has some plays where he struggles, but then there's other plays where he plays really well. And then Jaquan Brisker, one of the best safeties in the league right now.
Yeah. Okay. Now you need to build it up.
Well, I'm just going to say this. Brisker was compared to Amos coming out of the draft, who we originally drafted now is with the Packers, but he's considered a more athletic version of Amos. And the last time Eddie Jackson was like really good with like interceptions and making plays was when Amos was on the defense playing that role of box safety.
Okay. Yeah, I would have to agree with that. So, and then talking about Matt Eberflus, another Matt as head coach.
Ryan and Matt back at it again.
Yes, just have to put a piece of duct tape over Nagy and just write Eberflus. Coaching, he's a was he a
defensive coordinator?
Defensive coordinator.
He doesn't call plays for either side of the ball. He is a CEO style head coach. So play calling is left up to our offensive coordinator Luke Getsy and our defensive coordinator Alan Williams. I believe that's his name.
Interesting. And is that so? I'm guessing you're not a fan of that type of. You would at least hope that he's.
Honestly, after watching Lovie Smith's offense, a defensive guy trying to coach offense, I'm happy that he's not trying to do offensive plays.
Yeah, happy not trying to do offense plays, but the defensive plays. I'm sorry, I should have been more specific.
I mean, defensive plays haven't been terrible. It's just the talent's not there on like the defensive line.
Right. I mean, in terms of the points you're giving up, it's 10 points to the Bears. I mean, well, the Packers don't really have a good offense. It's sort of that game got away from you.
Well, they use their running game to pull away.
They use their running game against your last place, So, yeah, Texans 20 points and Giants 20 points. So you haven't been playing, let's just say, the best offenses. So this is going to be your really big first test against a very good.
Well, a good passing attack. Good passing attack.
Because
we've got good rushing attacks.
Good passing and running attack, you could say.
Because we've got
Jefferson and Cook.
Because we've faced, I believe in all of our games have good rushing attacks. The 49ers, the Packers, the Giants, the Texans all have good rushing games.
So you're ready to see what this defense is really made of? And I know does Kirk Cousins. I mean, no, that's not good. Does Kirk Cousins, maybe?
I feel like this will be low scoring, just because we're always low scoring against each other, except that 1 year in 2020.
Right, the last game of the season. That's usually.
No, talk about the 2020 game where we both scored over 30 points.
Oh yeah,
in Minnesota.
Yeah, in Minnesota. This game is in Minnesota.
But normally the score is like 24-17, 14-20.
Yeah, even lower than that, like 17-9 last.
Well, that's usually at Soldier Field.
The very low scoring games are usually at Soldier Field, which is understandable. That field makes it very hard for teams to move on.
We do have new turf on that field.
You now have new turf on that field. Yes. So maybe we can move a little bit better. Maybe we can score 3-6 more points. And Ben Just Jefferson was telling last week, thank you very much in London. So yeah. So what was I gonna? What I don't know what I was gonna say. So this game is at home here in Minnesota.
It's the earliest one I think in almost 20 years. I think
in Minnesota.
Yeah,
in Minnesota.
In Minnesota.
Most of the time we start off in Chicago.
And it's usually a primetime game on Monday night.
Yeah. Primetime game. It's usually a primetime game Monday. So the Bears Vikings in Soldier Field won't be Monday night. Because
it's the last game of the season.
Yeah. So
it could be Monday night because they haven't decided any scheduling for that yet.
Well, I don't think there's going to be any Monday night games. I heard that they're going to flex one for Saturday for the final week of the season. So,
yeah.
Actually, wait, and then this week is Chiefs Raiders, if I'm not mistaken, for Monday night. So that could put up some points on the board, but that's a different game. So, yeah. So what are your expectations from this game, since it is a home game for us, and with all the factors going into depending on who's in, who's out. I mean, we have a couple doubtfuls, but game time decisions. But Montgomery being questionable, what do you think's gonna happen in this game?
I think it's gonna be a close game because we're always it's always close with us. Like last year, the last week of the schedule, last week, I think that was the first time it's like we haven't had like been at least 10 points within you guys, and that's because on that pick six you could tell everyone gave up.
Yeah, everyone just gave up. So
they were done with Nagy and Andy Dalton.
Everyone's done with Nagy. So yeah, so I'm gonna be close. It's gonna be a close game. Like, so you say a close, low scoring game, or
close, low scoring,
or okay.
I see this as low scoring just because that's how we always play each other.
That's how we always play each other. I would tend to agree with that. I think it's gonna be. Like most people I've seen, like everything is sort of set up for us, like for the Vikings to win, in my opinion. But whenever things are perfectly aligned, things tend to be we play down to our opponent, just like how the Saints, Kamara out, Thomas out, all those were out. I mean, and Jameis was out, and we won. And we won, against Andy Dalton, former Chicago Bears quarterback Andy Dalton, and we won off of a double doink. Something that you're very familiar with.
I hate those two words. Right? I hate them with a passion.
Yeah. How often does that encounter on your social? Is it just constant? Like, not including me. Or
I was about to say it, including you a lot.
Yes, double dunk. Yes, I said the thing, Jerwa. Yes, I said the thing. So, does that still haunt you?
Well, it sort of does, because the broadcast, like, there's been a couple games this year where the broadcasters are like, "What could have been that year if that didn't happen?" It's just like, just shut up. It's been 4 years.
Yeah. I still question, what if? Well, I guess for us, like, I keep thinking back to 2017 season. What if we beat the Eagles? And all that could mean. I think about stuff like that, and I think the Bears could have gotten at least to the NFC Championship game, and maybe even beat the Saints. And
I don't think we'd beat the Saints. It'd be a fun game, but I don't.
Oh yeah, would have been a fun game.
It's been better than the ending that we did have.
I'm sure Andy Dalton is just as relevant in Bears history as Jay Cutler.
Not really. We're gonna forget about him within a couple of years. Just like
Yeah.
I honestly forgot Matt Barkley started like 7 games for us in 2016.
Right.
And Brian Hoyer also started 6 games for us in 2016.
Yeah. um. What was I gonna? Yeah. But yeah, that is.
No,
Yeah. Jay
but,
Cutler, I will always
but
appreciate
at least
him.
Jay Cutler beat the Packers, and
Jay
he
Cutler, yeah,
didn't
Jay
do
Cutler
that
beat
for
the
us.
Packers. Can Justin Fields beat the Packers?
I don't know with this roster.
Will Justin Fields be able? Can Justin Fields beat the can beat the Vikings?
Potentially, it depends on like our offensive line. I have no clue what it's going to look like. We have a potential rookie starting at left guard this week
Yes.
because Whitehair's on IR.
Oh wait. Oh my god. I know who you're talking about. He was Wyatt Davis. Is that the name? If I'm not mistaken.
No, Wyatt Davis is a defensive tackle.
No. He's Wyatt Davis is a Viking. Who was a former. No, wait. No, wait. I'm thinking of someone.
No, he's on New Orleans. He's on New Orleans. No,
sorry. There's an offensive lineman who used to be on the Vikings.
You think you're talking about Dakota Dozier?
Yeah, Dakota Dozier.
He's out for the year with a torn ACL.
Yeah, I know he's. Yeah. There's someone on the Bears.
You mean Riley Reef?
God. I'm going to go to the Bears depth chart right now.
No, Riley Reef is on our depth chart right now. I can tell you that from memory.
I'm sorry. It is bugging me. This is really bugging me now.
Yeah, no, Riley Reef is our backup.
Wait a minute. I remember. I was thinking that was from last week. Oh, God. I was thinking about Wyatt Davis. I was like, I saw a tweet. I'm like, oh, wait, that was for the Saints last week.
We're starting a rookie giant. I don't know how to say the first name. Carter. Giant
Tyree Carter.
I don't know how to say that.
I'm just gonna. That's how.
Because Whitehair's on IR. This guy's one of the guys we picked with our many late round picks.
Yeah. I mean,
we'll see what he's got because Lucas Patrick is supposed to be playing center now to bet Ty Carter. Is that how you say it, Foster? Ty Carter?
Ty Carter, I think. I don't know.
They'll probably say it in the broadcast at some point because since Whitehair, who's been starting for us since 2016, is out.
Yeah. So this game should be a fun one. Fun one that most people into for sure.
Hopefully, Munstafer isn't starting because
What?
He said no. It's a joke.
No, it's a joke. Mai Tai is a drink.
Well, I'm not sure how you pronounce some of the names.
Yeah, there are no easy games, especially division games. Division games can get really weird.
Well, just look at the Packers game. We were a couple bad calls away from making that a close game.
Yeah, making it a close game. Yeah.
Why did we run shotgun quarterback sneak?
I don't know. And hopefully Justin Fields, and the offense, I should say, does more of that on Sunday. Because
I don't want to throw something again. That actually got me bad.
Z is going to be feasting on Sunday for sure.
If he plays against Borum, yes. If he plays against Braxton's been playing actually pretty well.
Well,
left tackle.
You got Z on one side, you got Danielle Hunter coming from the other side. So
yeah, but with the right side, we can help out Borum with using Tevin Jenkins at guard. He's been really good at guard. He's been one of the best guards in the league.
Okay. Well, I believe. Well, keep telling yourself that, Zach.
Well,
Justin Fields will be
I'm
running
saying
for his life.
those are the only three places I'm confident on the offensive line is if Lucas Patrick is starting center, I feel a bit more confident.
Yeah.
Tevin Jenkins at right guard, he's been playing really well, and then Braxton Jones at left tackle. That's it. The rest of the line's kind of like, well, uh-oh.
Right. Right. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Well, just gonna have to hope Justin Fields they just run the ball. I'm guessing you just want them to run the ball on the Vikings and just.
If we could get some deep plays off, that could help the running game.
Yeah, the receivers just need to make sure how to catch the ball.
Well, and not run the wrong routes, but
not run the wrong routes. Yes.
Yeah, we've shown we can throw it deep. We threw it deep. I mean, the Giants' defense is nothing like amazing, but
3-1.
I know, but on a PA shot, Fields checked it up for I think what they said in the broadcast for like 52 air yards, and it ended up being a total of 56-yard completion.
Mm-hmm.
So he can chuck it.
Okay.
Also, all the people saying that the Bears will select quarterback this next draft, I'm just going to say this quickly. Poles has said that this is not a true. This is sort of an evaluation year for Fields, but his true evaluation will come next year when they're able to put more around him.
Right.
So he's going to be the quarterback for at least till after next year.
Yeah.
If he doesn't show anything next year, there's a problem.
Yeah. Do you think Justin Fields will be the quarterback after the following season, going into 2020?
As of right now, yes.
So he will play beyond the next year.
Yes.
Beyond next year. Yes. Okay.
Well, we also have him on contract till 2025. So.
Okay.
So why, even if we draft a different guy, why would we get rid of him?
True. Exactly.
If we do get a top 5 pick, I hope we can trade it down with a quarterback needy team and get all of the picks.
Yes. Who will be a bottom 5 team this year?
I don't know because this team shows flashes of being good, and then there's just no.
They're just going to be a mid team. And they're just going to get a
like I said at the beginning of the year, it's like I saw this team as a 6-7 win team, like a mid team, and I still see it as that 6-7 win team. I do not think at the beginning of the season I said I don't think we win this game, but if we can, it'd be great. If we win any from the Vikings, it'll be the last game of the season when we play you guys again.
Right.
Even with the Lions, we're probably going to split. We're going to take the one at Soldier Field, and they're going to take the one at Ford.
Okay.
Packers, I just hope we take it at Soldier Field. I just want to beat them once.
It's good to have It's good to have dreams. It's really good to have dreams.
Well, at Soldier Field, it's always close compared to when it's at Lambeau. It's a blowout usually.
Mm-hmm. I would agree with that. It's when you teams always play better at home anyway.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So, we'll just wait and see what happens, and we will and everyone but me will be rooting for chaos. So, I know everyone wants chaos. Everyone wants the chaos. The Bears to overtake the Vikings. Oh my God! If the Bears,
that'd be fun. We can't do what the Lions did the last year and have you beat you guys for our first win. No. That was spoiled week 1.
This would be way worse.
Would it be than losing to an 0-13-1 Lions?
Oh, sorry. Well, the thing about that, I don't know. It's because we were injured to heck against the Lions. but we still almost won.
Yeah.
But this time, like, we're playing a Bears team, a Bears offense that is not good. The Lions
But
offense is good.
well, last year the Lions offense, we played them on Thanksgiving. I remember watching that Thanksgiving with my family.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy, both offenses, no, that was bad.
Yes, I will have my lucky coaster ready, Rebecca. Chaos reigns supreme always, hoping that it doesn't end in chaos. They need.
If we end up winning, you won't hear the end of it from me.
Oh, I am not going to hear the end of it. They need to do a good run every play. That's what I think. I have a bad feeling that's going to happen. They're gonna do what we did against Green Bay a couple years ago, 2020. They're just going to run the ball, and that's how they're going to score. So,
especially if Monty's back, that's how the offense is going to be. If he's not, we're going to try to air it out some more because I don't know if because people put up the question after the Texas game: is Herbert better than Montgomery? No, because the Texans did not game plan for him. They game planned for Monty.
Mm-hmm.
But when the Giants game planned for Herbert, he didn't do anything.
Right. And I fully expect the Vikings to game plan for Montgomery. We still don't have the good rushing defense, but we have everyone healthy on the lines. So
that's a while away, Foster. That feels like so long. That feels like it's gonna be so long.
We'll see. We'll see, Foster. So, yeah, we'll see what we're doing. But we just need to focus on this game and not getting leapfrogged by the Chicago Bears. That's all I ask.
Yeah.
We're gonna stay.
Because right now we're third in the division.
You're third in division. If
we win, because you guys you're first right now.
We're 3-1, but the thing is, even if the Packers lose, you would top us, but you wouldn't top the Packers because you lost the Packers. So you'd be second place.
I'm just saying it's just like because if you lose, then the Packers get sole possession.
Right, but if you lose and the Lions win, you would be last in the division.
Yeah, but my question is, if both you and the Packers lose, would you still be first?
No. Well. See, that's interesting to ask because who would get first? Because Packers would be they're 1-1 in division right now.
Yes,
we would be 2-1 into division.
So I think you'd still be it.
I think we would still be. So I'm on Playoff Predictor right now. No. Okay. Interesting.
I was curious with that.
No. I forgot to do Packers lose to Giants. Okay. So we would still be number 1 in division. So. Okay.
I know we'd still be third, but that was just my question.
The only way you can get leapfrog from third place to is if we lose and the Packers win. Of course, we both don't want the Packers to win in London this weekend. But
But I don't do I want to see the Giants win though? Because they suck. The Giants.
Do you really not? It's like you don't care if the Packers win or lose.
Well, I also don't like the Giants.
You hate the Giants just as much as the Packers?
No, I just say I have a dislike of the Giants.
Yeah. You just whatever.
I don't like either team. I don't like many teams out of the NFC East.
Yeah, I don't like. Oh, I just hate the Eagles. That's it.
Just like the Cowboys, just like the Eagles, just like the Giants. I don't really care about the Commanders.
I dislike the Eagles, and I don't know. I really
well,
don't care for the
well,
Cowboys.
Foster, that's the thing is, if you stop Saquon, they cannot pass. They cannot pass that ball. We just couldn't stop Saquon. That was our problem.
Yeah, exactly. There's, yeah, well, crazy things can happen.
Crazy things always, something weird always happens when we play each other.
It always happens. So we'll see what is going to happen this Sunday. I'm hoping for a good. Well, I'm hoping for a good game. But just somewhat entertaining and not like the Colts Broncos or like 49ers Broncos or just any team who plays the Broncos basically.
Yeah.
So that's all I'm really hoping for. So yeah, I think this is we're 41 minutes. Yeah, that's usually around the time I've gone with these. So a big shout out and thank you to Zach for joining today. I'm gonna this
Thank
time
you for having me on.
of course I just and for people I put Zach's Twitter handle in the chat. So go follow him there. Where you're getting a little more active on the Twitter. It's just a little bit more. So
I've been trying. It's hard when your schedule's full.
no, I completely understand. But there's no pressure to do or not do it. No, probably not. Probably not Kip. But um, it's but this but we'll see what's gonna happen in this game. So yes. Okay. Yeah, put that in the chat. Go follow him. So thank you all for watching. This has been Adam, and that has been Zach. See, I hate it. I have to point the opposite direction. I freaking hate this.
You forget that's mirrored.
Yeah, I'm Adam, also known as Minnesota Vikings fan 28, and Zach.
Just as known as Zach.
And as always, Soul.
No.
And let's just
not do that.